So I had this crazy idea where I thought it would be super fun to try and paint this very nostalgic, very iconic Australian childhood favorite, fairy bread. Of course, I had to make some first because, it's all about the research. And then once I had my inspiration and my little snack, I got started on painting the bread. This actually ended up being a little bit trickier than I had imagined it would be, but I think I'm happy with it. I think it turned out okay in the end. It's time to do the hundreds and thousands, so I grabbed a couple of each of the colours so I can try and colour match. So my idea was to use this dropper bottle to drop paint onto my paper, because when you put droplets of paint on your paper, when it dries you get these darker outlines, and I figured that would help because it would make my hundreds and thousands look more detailed without me having to actually do details. I thought this would make things a lot quicker and easier. I was wrong. Not only did it still take ages to apply all these little dots, but I had to wait hours in between for all these little droplets to dry completely before I did the next colour. After I finished with the yellow, I moved on with orange and then on to green, and let me tell you, just 1/4 of this piece of bread has 400 green dots in it. That is insane. Green spots which are now dry, so I moved on to these bluey purpley coloured ones. Now these ones went on looking so cute, but then they decided they didn't really want to stay this colour. Instead they went this lovely weird mix of green, which just really ended up with me having even more green spots. Luckily, some of the blue stayed blue and I moved on to this light pink colour. Except this light pink colour didn't want to stay the same either. It turned an orangey colour. Then lastly I did this red colour and it stayed exactly how it was supposed to, which was really nice. And here is what we've all been waiting for, the finished piece. I lost hope in this partway through and wasn't sure that it was going to turn out. But I am so glad I persisted with it because I love it so much. It looks so cute.